I'm just trying to put my city on. That's why I rep Dago in every song. Just trying to put my city on. Just trying to put my city on. I'm just trying to put my city on. That's why I rep Dago in every song. Just trying to put my city on. Just trying to put my city on.
So with it. Y'all tap in, man. I want y'all to tag somebody that swear they a gangster that's saying Megan Thee Stallion a snitch. Tag them in this and tell them to join my live so we can talk about it. Cause Megan ain't no snitch. Period. So get to tagging all these gangsters that's talking about Megan a snitch. So we could expose who been raising these fake gangsters out here, man. You feel me? Tag a gangster that say Megan a snitch. Cause Megan ain't no snitch. And that's big facts. So I don't even want to hear none of that shit. Period. First and foremost, snitching only applies to street ethics, street code, and niggas that abide by the street rules. So if you ain't part of the street ethics, street codes, a gang, or doing any of that street shit, snitching don't apply to you. That's rule number one. Rule number two, you shouldn't be going around calling nobody no snitch if you ain't got no paperwork to prove it. Facts. Come on, y'all tag some of these gangster niggas in here that swear Megan a snitch, man. Cause I'm ready to, I got time today, man. I'ma defend Megan to the fullest on this one. To the fullest. And she right. That's exactly why our black women feel like they not protected. This is a prime example. A prime example. You feel me? You surprised? I'm saying she not. Don't be. I'm a real street nigga and I live by real street rules. My big homie told me a long time ago, if you do something to somebody that ain't no gangster, don't expect them not to snitch. With you not being a gangster, I walk up, I rob you, I slap you, I shoot at you, and you call the police, I can't call you a snitch. It doesn't make sense. You're a civilian. You're supposed to call the police. You're who the police is for. She didn't snitch on the nigga, and she tried to keep quiet about the situation, and this nigga's publicist and shit keep on going and trying to make her look bad. I don't get it. And there's a lot of niggas on here talking about, oh, Megan's a snitch. Nah, you niggas ain't been raised by no real gangsters. That shit on you, it ain't in you. Period, point blank. Cause first of all, any real nigga ain't even gonna put no female in that position to where she gotta snitch on him. That's first and foremost. It don't matter what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, I can't let that affect my family and what's going on with my family, you feel me? So if they was fucking around and he rolling around with a gun and all of this shit, he ain't even supposed to be riding like that while he with his baby. You feel me? I don't get it. I just want to hear some of the logics of some of these people that saying shit snitch. Because that shit is weird all the way. How you gonna be a snitch as a civilian and you get shot? That's what I want to know. If she ain't a civilian, I need somebody to tell me where she from, what hood she represent, you know, what kind of street ties she got. Females and niggas in day don't bang, they call themselves snitches though, so. Yeah, it is confusing. It is confusing, but that's why I stay out the way, cause niggas is confused. Niggas don't go by the same code, same morals. When I was growing up, this shit was totally different. Now it's all watered down, and I just stay from around it because I don't know who was laced how I was laced. If you wasn't laced how I was laced, I don't want to hang out with you. Period. Point blank. And if you one of my friends, and I know you ain't on no G shit, you ain't on no gangster shit, I'm not gonna bring you around no G shit, no gangster shit. Because if we get blurted and we get pulled over, I already know you're about to tell. You're not a G, you're not a gangster, you're not about that life. So I already know you're about to tell. So me just being a real nigga, I wouldn't even put you in that situation. I got friends from all walks of life. I'd have been to college or some more shit. I got nerd friends, geeky tech friends that don't want to do nothing but play video games and smoke weed. And then when I go fuck with them, all we doing is playing video games and smoking weed. You feel me? I'm not about to be like, oh, let's go to set. Oh, let's go to Southeast. Oh, let's go do this. No, because that's not your life. That's not what you about. You don't know what we doing right now. So if I take you to go do some of this shit and then we get caught up and you snitched on me and you told, I can't get mad at you. I got to be mad at myself for even allowing you to be around it. That's one of the first things that I was taught as a young G growing up. Keep your circle small. Know who you fuck with. That way, when shit hit the fan, nigga, you know what you dealing with and you know who you dealing with. If you got a safe in your house, who gonna know the code to it? Just you and maybe your closest homie or your old ride or die bitch that you know ain't gonna do no salty shit. It's because the reason they got that code is because you trust them enough to have gave them that code and know that they ain't gonna do nothing with it. We need to treat gangster shit in this gangster world the same way. I'm not finna let you know none of these codes if I don't think that you with that shit. That's the same thing that happened with this whole Treyway and Tekashi shit. Tekashi ain't no snitch, nigga. Tekashi was a civilian that came to some gangsters with a business proposal. Them niggas let it go further than business. Right now, there could be some rapper nigga that's about to blow it. Nigga, fuck all that. Chris Brown is a perfect example. Chris Brown is a blood. Air quotes. A blood. He from one of them LA pyro hoods or whatever. We all know, niggas from it, we all know Chris Brown ain't no real blood. But niggas that ain't from it thinks he's a real blood. But this is what I will tell you. You will never see Chris Brown at one of them set days. You will never see Chris Brown coming in and out of one of their trap houses. You will never see Chris Brown at none of their robbery scenes. Period. You want to use the set, Chris? Okay. Pay us a little bit of money, contribute to the turf. We're going to let you say blood and all of that shit. If anybody got a problem with it, send them our way. If anybody want to question you about how you Adamu and where you from, tell them to come ask me. Don't even explain yourself, Chris. Don't be on the internet trolling motherfuckers and all that shit. You want to do your little blood walk when you dancing? You want to say blood in your songs or whatever? Okay, we good. You need some bloods for your videos? Okay, we got you. You want to go to the club and you need a couple bloods with you to make it look like you really whooping. We got you. But we not about to have you bicking it in the set. We not about to have you coming to pull no licks with us. We not about to have you going to shoot nothing with us. None of that shit. None of that. It's easy. We might tell you a couple streets in the hood, a couple popular names, a couple of the homies that's RIP to make your shit sound authentic. But that's as far as it goes. We're not about to be riding around with you talking about, oh yeah, nigga, let's go bust on these niggas. This how Treyway do. Oh yeah, nigga, oh he talking shit. Oh yeah, we about to go rob that nigga. This how Treyway do. Nah, none of that. If we need to go put in some work, we need to go send our active niggas to go put in some work. Tekashi, you sit at the house. We'll get a video for you or whatever, nigga. When you want to post it, nigga, you go ahead and post it and tell them niggas they pussy. But you not finna be there. You not finna be... Nigga, they... Not even was he there. They let this nigga hold on to evidence from the robbery. They robbed the niggas and then let this nigga keep the bag. 2 months later, this nigga still has the fucking bag at his house. So if somebody comes to you with it, right now, if Chris Brown was to tell on some blood shit, nigga, y'all would think he a snitch? No, Chris Brown is a fucking civilian that came to some bloods with a business proposition. Okay, I'm trying to get popping with this gang shit. Here goes some money, here go this, here go that. Y'all let me fuck with y'all, let me rep y'all hood. Okay, Chris, do your thing. Just a difference between civilians and gangsters. Tekashi's a civilian. Megan Thee Stallion, a civilian. You feel me? Can't no civilian be no snitch. If me and my girl got into it right now, you and your girl got into it, nigga, just any domestic situation. Right now, nigga, there's domestic violence going on all over the world. With women that's afraid to tell on a nigga that's beating them. Y'all don't think that they should tell on that nigga that's beating them every fucking day? I just want to know. I just want to know. Because not everybody got family. Not everybody got a brother like me. Somebody put their hands on my sister, nigga, it's going up. She ain't got to call the police. We pulling up. But not everybody got that. And not everybody is with that gangster shit. A lot of these gangster niggas is getting with vulnerable women and taking advantage of that shit, nigga, and beating their ass every day and gorilling them every day and all that shit, nigga. Snitch on that nigga. That ain't no motherfucking snitching, nigga. You's a civilian. I was taught as a gangster, you don't do shit to people that can't defend themselves. You don't do shit to people that ain't in that shit. Period, point blank. Right now, if some gang members walk down the block, nigga, and start beating up kids that just because they wearing red or whatever the situation is, nigga, those niggas are in complete violation. Complete violation. I don't care what the situation was. He ain't from nowhere. He ain't did nothing to you. You in complete violation of all the G code. There's plenty of your enemies out here that you could be shooting at, nigga. Why is you shooting at these motherfuckers? I don't get it. So for everybody that's saying, oh yeah, Megan Thee Stallion's a snitch because she finally spoke up. She finally spoke up after what, a month after being shot by this nigga and being antagonized by the internet and trolled by people. She finally spoke up and now she's a snitch. Tekashi, I could low-key see how y'all say he is a snitch. Even though I don't believe it because I know what a snitch is and what a snitch ain't. I can see how some of y'all believe he's a snitch because he portrayed that big gangster image and all of that shit. And then he went and took the stand. Okay, yeah, that's a snitch. In a gangster's eyes, that's a snitch. But when you raised by some real G's and some real G's that laced you up with some real game, then you know. Nah. I'm going to tell y'all a story, man. I did something to somebody one time. I remember I was in probably like 7th, 8th grade, something like that. Socked the nigga up, whatever. End up going to juvenile hall, doing like 4, 5 months, whatever. I got out, one of the big homies was like, man, we ain't seen you in a while. Where you been? Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, blood, this nigga snitched on me. Woo, woo, woo. Nigga, I been locked up. This nigga snitched on me, blood. He like, who snitched on you? He thinking I'm talking about one of the homies or something. So he like, who snitched on you, nigga? What? Who snitched on you? So I'm like, this little nigga at school, man. Woo, woo, woo. The big homie started laughing. Big homie started laughing. He said, nigga, that ain't no snitch. You socked this little nigga up at school and took his iPod or whatever, nigga. That's a strong arm robbery on a civilian. That ain't no snitch. That nigga ain't gang banging. That nigga ain't pushing no lines. That nigga wasn't doing none of that. He ain't snitched on you, nigga. His mama and his daddy working hard for the shit that they got, nigga, and you just took it from them, nigga. They supposed to tell on your ass. What you mean? He ain't no motherfucking snitch. He don't live by the same G code that you live by. And that day it clicked. It really clicked. Like, you know what? You right. I can't be out here just doing shit to just anybody and expecting everybody to go home and be like, you know what? I can't tell on that. I can't tell on that. Ooh, I can't tell on that. You can't be expecting that shit. You feel me? My nigga said Tekashi a snitch. He committed crimes and he called hits and got caught and he told MEG not a snitch. Okay, that's why I said from a gangster's perspective, I see how you can call Tekashi a snitch. I completely understand it. But from my perspective, I look at it as he should never have been put in that situation or that position to even have enough knowledge to be able to snitch. He came to Shotty and Treyway with a business proposal. He also took that same business proposal to the Crips. And the Crips turned it down. Like, nah, that's not going to be a good look for us. He took that same business proposal to the Bloods. And they took it. They should have never took that like that. They should have did that little music video for him. Okay, bam, you got all your red rags. You got all your shit turned up in the video. Bam, you got the views. Pay us our little bit of ducats. Go ahead, you can say your Treyway or whatever in your raps. If niggas ask about how gangster you are, tell them to come talk to me. Period, point blank. They had this nigga at robbery scenes. They had this nigga in trap houses. Not only was they supporting the shit that he was doing, they was also egging it on as well. Shotty should have never even been seen on no camera. You the gangster nigga. He should have never even been seen on no camera. He went from being behind the scenes and being the gangster nigga that's lacing this nigga and just making him look like a gangster to now, oh, I'm trying to be his manager and now I'm trying to be a motherfucking manager and a record label owner and all of this shit. Nigga, the federal agents you're already under investigation for a federal case. Do you really think that the feds are about to allow you to obtain a multi-million-dollar record label while you're under a federal case? Do you think they're about to give you any kind of time to money launder any money that they've been already on you about? No, they're not. I can answer that for you. The feds have already been watching 9 Trey Bloods for about 4-5 years before Tekashi got in that situation. They allowed him to get too deep into what he was in. I know plenty of rappers being extorted by gangs out here. I know plenty of them. They come out here, they tap in with a couple of the homies, they pay a couple dollars, and when it's time for a show, niggas pull up to the show. That's it. You say you a blood, you a rapper, you a blood. Okay, well, every city you go to, you need to be tapped in with some real bloods. And they gonna keep you lit, but they not about to bring you back to the trap house. They not about to go commit no crimes with you. You's a rapping ass nigga. If I do go commit some crimes with you, I'm dumb. I gotta blame myself. I gotta blame myself. And you can go watch Shotty's interview. Shotty's already acknowledged that. Shotty already acknowledged where he fucked up at. I should have never been on camera, and I should have never exposed that boy to some of the shit that I exposed him to. Y'all in there robbing a nigga while this nigga sitting in the car recording it. Where y'all do that at? You can't. You can't explain it to me. Yeah, technically Tekashi's a snitch. He got on the stand and said something. But we need to hold our gangsters to a higher standard. Because how the fuck in not even a year time did he get that deep into your organization that he got to get all that information? This nigga Tekashi became the man next to the man in 8 months without getting put on. He didn't even get put on. He just came with a little bit of money, nigga, and became the man next to the man in 8 months. Your whole organization is fucked already. You let this nigga skip through every part of being a gangster. You can't get mad at that. You can't. You can't get mad at that. Not only is he not a gangster, nigga, he's soft. So you already know. I don't know what y'all thought, but the first time I seen this Tekashi music video and I seen all them red rags, I said, oh, this shit is not going in well. This nigga is not no gangster. He's not no blood, and these niggas is letting him think he a blood. It's not going in well for him. So if I seen it without even knowing him, they should have seen the same thing without even knowing him. But they let money, not even a lot of money, a little bit of money, and they compromise their integrity for it. The integrity of they set and the integrity of they self. I could look at a nigga, I mean, we do it every day. Niggas do it every day. If you about to go on a mission and somebody be like, oh yeah, blood, I want to go too. You look at that nigga like, nah. You gotta stay back on this one. And this might be a nigga from your set, from your hood, with you all the time, but you still know he ain't built that way. He ain't ready to go catch nobody. So how the fuck can y'all let Tekashi do it? Meg the Stallion is a civilian. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This ain't snitching, nigga. This domestic violence, nigga. Period, point blank. Period, point blank, nigga. This nigga, what? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You putting your hands on a woman, you deserve to go to jail. You shooting at a woman, hang him. Hang that nigga. The fuck? That's wild. And I could completely understand 100% why our black women keep saying they feel unprotected. This is why. This is why. She gets shot by a nigga she fucking with, and she can't even be honest and tell her truth without niggas talking about, oh, you's a snitch, you's a rat. What? But this is a college student, nigga, ain't been through no street shit in her life, nigga. Her and her mama grind from the bottom, nigga. Her mama put her through college, now she rapping. Her mama died, all this shit, nigga, and now she gets shot at and she can't even tell her truth without somebody saying, oh, you's a snitch? What? After she tried to hold the nigga down. She was quiet about this shit for a minute. This happened about a month and a half ago, and she been quiet. She ain't been talking about it, nothing. Got her little stitches out of her foot. She wanted to go out and have a good time, and niggas talking about, oh, why you dancing? Oh, it doesn't take that long for a bullet wound. Nigga, it could have been a ricochet, it could have been a flesh wound, it could have been anything. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga, if she got grades. Nigga, a nigga shot at her. A grown-ass man shot at her. I don't care if she was grazed, flesh wound, any of that shit. He shot at her. It could have been a ricochet off the motherfucking floor into the bottom of her foot. Nigga, that's still a fucking bullet wound. That's still being shot. She ain't have to have a full bullet and broken feet and all that shit. Nigga, fuck all that shit, nigga. She said she got shot by a nigga, blood, and that's what it is. She got shot by that nigga. He don't deserve no fucking sympathy for it, nigga. The fuck? The same way Chris Brown didn't deserve it when he beat up Rihanna. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened, nigga. He beat up Rihanna, nigga, until you prove yourself to be worthy of our motherfucking respect again, nigga, you don't deserve it, nigga. You beat up a woman, period, point blank. This nigga shot at a woman, nigga. When has that ever been booed? Ever. Under any circumstance. Any circumstance. When has that ever been a thing to do? Please, somebody give me one reason when that has ever been a thing to do, to shoot at a woman. Now, I can understand if this was some street shit and she ran off with his bricks or robbed his trap house or she shot at him. Allegedly, they was just in the car arguing and she hopped out the car and started walking away like, nigga, I don't want to be around y'all right now. And this nigga started shooting at her. Y'all can't tell me what the situation was when he was shooting at her. It don't matter. I don't even care if she socked this nigga dead in his motherfucking eye, did whatever to him. At that point, she was walking away and he shot at her. Now, I could see maybe if they was in the car tussling and, you feel me, and whatever happened and she was beating the shit out of him, she might have had a bat beating him and he probably just tried to shoot at her foot. Bam, back up, you tripping. I could see if it was a situation like that or something. I really can't even, honestly, I don't even want to give him no pass. I don't even care if it happened like that. Because that's not even a boo situation either. But I'm saying, you know, there might be a couple ways where a female could get shot by her foot by a man. You know, they could have been fighting over the gun, anything. He could have pulled the gun out, like, bitch, you tripping, I got this gun on me, you jumping on me, bitch, you tripping, watch out. She hopped on him again, wow, oh, my bad, damn, oops, accident, you know. But no, allegedly she was walking away from the car and he shot at her while she's leaving. There's no way you can explain that if that's the truth. If it ain't the truth, Tory, you need to come out and speak your motherfucking truth, nigga. You need to say what the fuck it was, because right now it's looking real bad for you, bruh. Really. Looking real bad. Oh, God, nah. And it's fucked up that she can't even be honest about this shit without being called a snitch. We should be out on a manhunt right now, nigga, trying to find Tory Lanez and you feel me, and tying this nigga up like, nigga, what the fuck happened? Tory Lanez shouldn't be able to walk past no African American male right now without explaining himself. Whether you know me or not. Any real nigga in the streets, if Tory Lanez walk past him and that nigga don't question what the fuck happened, you ain't a real one. You ain't a real one. It looked like I just had a request on here. Let's see, was somebody else? You requesting this shit, bro? Yeah, he gotta get pressed. Most definitely gotta get pressed. Feel me? Yeah, man, shit. Y'all let me know how y'all think about that shit. Y'all think Megan a snitch or what? I just wanna know. But if you think Megan a snitch and you on my timeline and you on my friends list, I don't believe yourself. You probably a sucker. You probably at home beating up your girlfriend right now. Is you? Oh man, I'm looking at a lot of you niggas different right now, man. A woman getting shot at and speaking her truth is a snitch. Nigga, you niggas ought to be a fucking family of yourself. Oh God. But that was another episode of Keeping It Blunt. We gonna always preach the peace, always keep it G. Hopefully keep a couple of you niggas out the streets. Cause like I said, shit ain't for everybody, man. This shit ain't for everybody.
I'm just trying to put my city on. That's why I rep Dago in every song. Just trying to put my city on. Just trying to put my city on. I'm just trying to put my city on. That's why I rep Dago in every song. Just trying to put my city on. Just trying to put my city on.